Hey everyone, it's the Chaplain here, coming to you with a little Axis and Allies 1942 setup. We're playing BBR. I am the Allies. You guys care if I say your names, or would you rather not? Well, I'm playing against my friends Joe and Ray. They're the Axis. Ray is playing Japan, it's his favorite. And Joe's Germany, Italy. We had a very eventful turn 4, technically, turn 4, and where not a lot of combat happened. There was some, but not a lot. It's just a lot of posturing right now. The U.S. condensed its fleet. Japan condensed its fleet. Anzac, with a vengeance, took back Dutch New Guinea. Again, it's just a lot of consolidating. China bought a tank, so that's fun. I get one more purchase of a tank before the game is over. Just a lot of consolidating. So, let's keep going. Round 5, there have been, again, not very many major developments. It's been a lot of still posturing. The United States broke out and reclaimed some islands here, which is nice, at least for me. The Japanese fleet attacked the Anzac fleet off Dutch New Guinea, and that submarine represents all of that stuff there. That's great. Anzac is doing well, I think, so far. There are how many destroyers over here, Ray, in Japan? Is that 12? 12 destroyers? Yes. Plus, you know, the battleship and the carriers and that. China still has its tank, and the Burma Road is looking strong. There are Anzac fighters defending in Shan State. The Brits took back the Southeast Asia point, so I'm feeling good about that. I know I'm talking from my perspective, but, you know, if you guys want to chime in, you can. Germany and Russia, still a lot of posturing. There's a bunch of fighters and infantry here, and I mean, this line it's looking good. I think we're about to have a major clash here. The French destroyer went through the canal and destroyed the German sub. I baited him into coming off Gibraltar in order to clear the med of Allied ships, and he did, and I was able to damage his battleship. Again, it's still just posturing. You know, America took Brazil, etc., etc. It's looking pretty good. Canadian transport, French cruiser. It's a mess. It's looking like a mess. We are ready to go with round 6, though. Russia might pay into its tech. See if we can develop our tech finally. And has Germany gotten their tech?
They did.
Japan has their tech. America and UK have their tech. So, all right, round 6. All right, so we just got done with round 6 in our 1942 setup, and we have had some incredible turns here. First off, Russia has jet fighters. I know that seems odd, but I really wanted to try it, as they start off with a lot more planes in the 42 setup than they do in the 40 setup. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 fighters. As Russia. A lot of tanks. The Mongolia Pact was violated, so now Russia has all of these nice horsies, which I plan on using this turn. Germany attacked and took Sweden and Spain. Spain was then lost by Germany to the Brits. America's landing units in Scotland. Canada took Norway, which is phenomenal. The French landed a fighter there to add to the defense, which means this Canadian can start marching around collecting units and IPCs for itself down here. Italy is pushing towards the Atlantic. They really want to break through Gibraltar, which has all of these units in it. And the Chinese horde, as Lieutenant Dan likes to call it, with a tank and just a ton of artillery and cavalry still present, is just marching on Hong Kong, it looks like. So we'll see what happens. The Japanese fleet has retreated, and I know how that word sounds, but that's why I used it. Has retreated to the Philippines. There's his fleet. Anzac didn't do anything this turn except move a transport. I've got a bunch of fighters defending. It's looking good. I don't know if these boys can pull off 12 points. They got 2 more rounds to prove me wrong. We're at US 7. Japan moved its entire fleet to C-Zone 25 here in Midway. That is 10 submarines, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 destroyers, 2 carriers loaded with 2 and 2, and a battleship. The United States is moving in with heavy battleships, all 3 of these carriers, the planes, all the boats, all the planes, all the boats, all the planes. And so we've actually already started the battle. I did throw AAA shot, or Ray through AAA shot, and I lost a fighter. So we're going to keep going. Yeah. I like the idea of going back and forth, Joe. The result of the battle, devastating as it was, 3 battleships remain with 3 cruisers.
I can't have kamikazes.
Nope, not here. A destroyer and a sub, a carrier with 2 fighters on it, 2 strategic bombers on the island with 4 fighters.
Go America.
And 2 tacticals. America.
There you go.
The entire Chinese force is hitting Hong Kong. He's defending with a strat, which actually has no defense because it was an air transport, wasn't it?
Yep.
So that's a 0. He can be a casualty, but he gets no dice. 3 infantry, 1 strategic, 6 fighters against my 6 at 1, 11 at 2, and 2 at 3. What do you think? Am I going to take Hong Kong? All right, guys and gals, friends and pals, we are about to start round 8. Some key developments in 7. The Japanese have taken Siberia and Amur, but the Chinese have taken Johor. They've taken Hong Kong. They took Kiangsi, sitting real pretty over here. The Brits are feeling good. This Japanese sub represents this Japanese fleet. Is he going to go for Sumatra or is he going to go for Calcutta? U.S. took the Celebes. Anzac is building ships for God knows what reason. This American fleet here, those are, what are they called? Battleships. What kind of battleships? I'm blanking. Super battleships. Dang. Yeah. And all these planes and infantry are on the island of Midway. It is shaping up to be a bloodbath. I think that's kind of the point of the name. But just for fun, look at this. The Canadians have taken Sweden from the Germans and Denmark from the Germans. I just think that's funny. And I got rid of the Italian stuff down there, actually, which was nice. So, let's go. Final round. All right, everyone. We just ended Japan 8, and these are the victory points that we have agreed cannot be obtained. These are the ones that could be obtained, but it would not give them the 12 they need to win. So, With that being said, Allied victory. It was a good game anyway.
It was.
Had a blast. Everyone learned a lot. And I had a good time. This is the chaplain. I'll be praying for you.